Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, so next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. Only link left. Chapter 2. Soon. The exhausting launch sale photo came to an end yesterday. And after a nearly 6-hour flight from Atlanta to Seattle, then another hour of driving, Matt and Chloe finally made it home. They unpacked, showered, and then passed out in each other's arms in the living room. It was a tiring yet fruitful business trip, and it was the final shoot for Mass's newest collection that would be exclusively sold at the Chase base. Get your ass up, love! Still in her pajamas, the blonde stood from the married couple's oversized love seat, where they were cuddled most of the morning and early afternoon. Finally having a free day away from work, neither were in the worst to get up. Upon standing, the silk blanket was inadvertently dragged to the floor, leaving Mash's body exposed and earning Chloe a disapproving, stroke-eyed glance from her wife. Nuh-uh! I just got comfortable again. Matt tugged the blanket back over her legs and torso, tucking the top fray just beneath her arms. She snugly repositioned herself beneath, drawing a playfully annoyed grunt from the tall woman standing over her. Drawing her head and most of her face like a massive hurry, Matt charged Chloe with eyes eerily crossed and a gamesome tongue vibrating outward. Dude! Chloe begun, head cocked to the side. We hit the spoon and watch movies all day. Though it has been nice. We should go out for a late nice dinner. Late lunch day. I'm thinking Ted's Mass. I could really use some chips and salsa right now. Flip back a few mozzarellas, come home and, fool around a little. She bounced her eyeballs up and down a couple of times and bit the underside of her bottom lip. To her surprise, there was no response, only quiet breaths below. Gripping the trick, and blanket in both hands, Chloe grazed in sighs, meaning brutally piercing blue eyes that were peeking out from the clothes cave. She suffered her weight and readied herself for a good pull, an emperor smug tightening the skin on her cheeks. God damn, you look cute in there. Don't you there? A soft voice came from the inside of the pile. I'm not going anywhere, babe. Matt sunk further away, face completely disappearing deeper in her bellow. You have two options, Massy Mass. Are you planning to come out literally? Or are you gonna resist me? Be careful now. This action will have consequences. Silence barely fell between the married couple. The only sound was the distant fan base of the outside condenser unit swishing on and the cool air striding in and out of the pair's nostrils and mouths. Finally, a barely noticeable muffled reply was uttered from somewhere down below. I am the resistance. Insistently responding, Chloe beamed, a mysterious smile forming below her trigger nose. Oh, now you asked for it. With a satisfactory snug of the blanket and a surgery mortal chuckle, the girl beneath came rolling out with a yipe, landing on her butt on the floor. There you are, my love! I found my treasure! Before Max could react, Hurley also dove towards her, posing in a turtle on top, knocking her to a laying position. With knees on either side of the brunette, Chloe continued her chat. She took her wife by the wrists and pinned them down above her head. No! Chloe! Oh, don't look so pissy, master. Chloe cut it off before she could finish. You're gonna enjoy what comes next. She glanced downward and grazed the tips of both wrists as her favorite persons, as well as summit. She saw her moving in a zigzag around Max's lower ribs and belly button, and Tracy a tiny giggle from her partner. When she pulled up after a few seconds, the look of anger on her lover's face had been replaced with one of love and contentment. There's that beautiful Maxine Caulfield Price smile I love so much. Keeping one hand against Max's wrist to hold her in place, Chloe slid the other down to the waistline of her white pajama bottoms, teasing the area. She marvelously stripped her fingers under the band before quickly bringing them back up. The yearning in the younger girl's eyes informed her soulmate that she was quickly preparing herself for whatever came next. As soon as Chloe leaned in to twist her lips around Max's, the front door swung open with a crash and the daughter stepped in, causing the romantic moment to be thrown away. The couple abruptly moved from on top of one another to an awkward sitting position. Damn it, guys! Dust shut the door behind her, then turned her face opposite direction. Are you really about to bang on the living room floor? Gross! You don't have to walk around in here, too. You have your own bedroom for that shit. Well, we were. The oldest of the three huffed, placing a specific emphasis on the last word. Thought you were gone all day. Max and Chloe shifted around and returned to the couch, disappointment still obvious in those expressions. The pink in Max's cheeks could have been equally been from embarrassment or from the intensity of the act that was beginning to take place before the interruption. Keep in your pants, moms! It's gotta have to wait. You don't believe who I just ran into. Well, almost ran into. I almost crashed the fuck into her. She was literally standing in the middle of the road. Oh gosh, Jess. Max concernedly asked, a dampness in her tone. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm pissy, Mom. The girl shrugged and turned her mother's concern with a bright cooling on of the sides of her lips. Tell us! Don't make me wait! Who is this C? Chloe elongated facial features mirrored the eagerness in her voice. Rachel! That's sweet an eyebrow, awaiting a response that was sure to be lively. Wait, what? Chloe stirred and took a step towards her daughter. Max joined the standing woman and crossed her arms at her chest. I thought she was in the Wasser's realm chambers now. Yeah, me too, Mom. But she somehow got out and found me. Jess stripped her bangs from in front of her eyes, tucking the longest bang strands behind her right ear. She had recently recolored the street on the opposite side. A vivid scarlet almost radiating with boldness. Are you sure it was her? Max asked, standing to her daughter's left side. I didn't say she could leave. The brunette reached up and touched the recently dyed strands, maliciously nodding. Your hair was nice, Des. Yeah, of course, the owners of the trio responded. I wouldn't make something like that up. She said you needed my sales one more time. Or something like that. Then, poof! She was gone. Fuck. The woman in disbelief bustard, throwing two sets of eyes in her direction. She pivoted around, dramatically walking away from where they were standing and turning back. If this is some sort of timesy, whimsy, multiverse bullshit, count us out. We're done messing with space and time. Fuck that. Chloe placed her hands on her hips, chest puff in a sense of defense. I'm putting my foot down here. We out. I'm serious. If Rachel found a way out of the Watcher's realm, it must be important, babe. Max took a few steps forward and approached her wife. She slowly snaked her arms around the woman, tiptoeing to kiss her on the cheek. Whatever she wanted, we can handle. Duffs popped down in the hardly used recorder, severed around towards her mom's. She couldn't say long, or maybe she didn't know how to. Again, the girl pulled her shoulders up in a shrugging motion. I don't know. It happened so fast. Plus, I was still sticking it up because, well, you know, I almost fucking died. Tess dropped her hands from her hips and angled towards Mass, throwing her arms around her wife in a soft, sort of a semi-hug. We can do anything as long as we're together, Mass. I know. That's not the point, though. I like what we have here. Life is perfect how it is. We deserve to be happy without any more crazy shit. You know, is that too much to ask? No, but you understand how this works, babe. If Rachel needs help, we have to try and help her. I don't know, Mass. Doesn't there come a time where we just say we're too tired or not this time? Why are we not allowed to decide? We always have a choice, Chloe. Jeez. Just cut her mother off. Aren't you forgetting something? The girl rolled her eyes and spun the recorder away from the grip. She didn't even mention you two. Just me. As I heard, she sort of claims she wanted to protect you and shit. Maybe she purposely left you out of it so you wouldn't be involved. Who knows? If you're involved, we're involved. Rachel knows that. Matt stripped out of her partner's embrace and gripped the chair backing with both hands. She shivered it around, back towards the interior of the room, then leaning close. We're in this together. Dust stood to her feet, pushing past her mom, and turned back. Look, she didn't contact either of you for a reason. She reached out to me. Who the hell knows why? But if this is a journey I have to take on my own, I think I'm more than proven I can handle my shit. Don't you? Fuck this. Chloe spoke up. You were still surrounded by different versions of us. You didn't do it all on your own. Don't forget that shit. She waggled an outstretched finger, pointing towards her daughter, then left the room, heading for the kitchen. Ugh! So get on my damn nerves! Max placed a hand on her daughter's shoulder. You gotta understand. You mean so much to her. She just doesn't want anything bad to happen to you. We all been through so much shit. Yes, it was always our fate to get through everything together. But we were lucky so many times. Your mom's worried that one day our luck will run out. Look, Chloe insisted, stomping back into the living room. Forget everything else. I need you to do me a favor, okay? Kay get something for you to pick up from the university. Think you can do that for me today? Shouldn't take too long. So be back before it gets dark. Hell yeah, that's smart. Gonna take the back roads. There's a straight mile stretch. That's perfect. Might see how fast I could get my bike and never open her up all the way up. I hate when you say things like that. Master interjected. You're just like your mom. You damn fiddle shaker. Please, please, please be careful. I will. Oh, when you're on campus, call Kate Professor Morris. Best if students are around. Chloe beseeched her daughter. Yeah, please, Des, Master urged. Now that she and Vic both teach at the same university, it would go a long way to boost her confidence. She's still trying to find her own voice. Fine. With helmet tucked between her full-on and wig case, the girl strode to the front door, opened it, and disappeared as it set behind her. Once her daughter was gone, Chloe certainly clutched her wife's hip with one arm while placing a hand on the back of her head. She pulled her soulmate in for a lengthy kiss and silently led the pair towards the house. Let's worry about the washer set later. Matt nodded. We started something I plan on finishing. Are you ready, love? Well education, and with a growing eagerness in her voice, the brunette responded, the readiest. She ran her fingers through long black hair, staring up at the large frame on the stone wall, will past Archbishop portraits held high in the solid grill. Starting with the first, Simon Goya, she scanned the pictures of the generation that came before her. The girl looked each man in the eyes, one by one, recalling the history lessons she had been taught since she was a little girl. Being the first female bishop in the order, Ulster Nelson felt an added pressure the man on the wall would never have understood. She stopped as her gaze reached the end where her father's face grilled back. He passed away a couple of years ago, pills prior, and it was tough for her to forgive him for leaving before completing his life's mission. Proudly considering himself a Zorlot and staring the first name with the man at the other end of the wall, Simon Nelson. And so his only daughter would follow in his footsteps and Emily be inaugurated as his predecessor. His mission still being incomplete, now fell on her to finish, so her father's name would be honored at the highest level for all time. Elsa knew the man loved her mother before she died. As he often spoke about choosing to be with her over honoring the cerebral calling those before him that took. She was too young to even remember her mother's face, but she rarely wondered about the women. Simon herself splits the order after her death, which allowed for families to be brought into the fold, splitting off from the ancient Roman roles those before him hold in high regard. Ulster was poised to move up in the ranks, becoming the first female archbishop. Her chastity was set, and, if not for her young age, most felt she would already be in the powerful role. For now, she had her orders. Her obligation was to begin what her father started and find the abomination, eliminating it from the world before the prophecy could be fulfilled. The group would previously lead to the Pacific Northwest in search of the one that would bring death to the world. Scientists and engineers working for the order crafted a monstruous device that measures cosmic time stream data. Anyway, the machine indicated a specific area where Esther's father was certain the abomination would be birthed. He figured he and his group could locate the creature and track it. As soon as they confirmed it to be the abomination they saw it, he could destroy it and fulfill his destiny. He and his team searched the hospital but came away empty-handed. It blamed himself for putting his fate in the machine, and nearly destroyed it during a fit of rains. It was one of Esther's first memories of the man, and would have vividly stick with her forever. "Sister Nelson," a man's slightly muffled, gruff voice came from the adjacent room. "It's finished!" We already strolled back in, and Esther took away her thoughts. The stone walls and portraits coming into focus once more. "Let me see it." She stepped down from the dollars and walked around the old net. If not gauzy, furniture that formed a semicircle around the room. The unposed chairs and couches had been refurbished from ancient days, yet still smelled musty and dank. As he rounded the door frames, he noticed a radiance of phosphor light shining from the device's underbelly. Ah, so. Was I correct about the algorithm? Does it work? Elsa stuttered as her eyes focused on the item in the center of the table. A balding man with a long white beard, several hair ties, and baubles holding it in place, stepped from behind the table. He nodded in confirmation and waved an open palm towards the device. Two other men in low winking Jolf Rose backed away, bowing as he departed the room. They shut the door behind them, giving the two higher officials privacy for the discussion. The perimeter of the gym room was lined with candles. Rippling light danced across the surface of the uneven stone walls. Being several studios beneath the surface had its advantages for privacy, but the building's integrated infrastructure only allowed for one connection to the power source, which was currently being used to charge the machine. "Your dad would be proud of you, Esther." He slowly bobbed his head up and down. He noticed his grazed fist on the semicolon tattooed on her wrist. He never understood why it worked. That's what it did. Your research on universal vibration and precious minerals has been especially valuable. You've come so far, sister. Don't mention him. She raised her arm, hand facing outward, indicating her desire for the man to stop. He's gone, and this is my mission now. Her words were direct and filled with passion. My apologies. I missed him dearly. I know you were friends, Father Isaac. We loved each other. The man corrected, voice shaken and stressy from a ways. He was so much more to me than a friend or colleague. But you won't find that winning anywhere during your studies. I know that too. She sighed and stepped in towards her closest confidant, placing a hand on his shoulder. Elsa looked into the elder's eyes, alternating between the two. And a fulminating grin curiosity formed, a look of apathy floating across her face. He was old-fashioned, yet he honored those he loved. That he did. The man held silence, allowing a quiet moment to pass in order to honor his fallen comrade's memory. The machine! Elsa's softly mentioned, gently breaking the moment of silence so they could focus on their work. Has it been tested since we brought it back online and added the upgrades? We need the abomination to midweight time again to truly know. Once it happens, we should be able to track the exact location. As far as Uncways, we created a handheld instrument that uses cell technology to ping the machine. Essentially, it's now portable, almost like a metal detector. If your father could have pinpointed locations like this. Elsa stamped two bulk fists onto the wooden table, causing a thunderous boom that shook and rattled the machine, nearly sending it crashing to the floor. I am not him! The next time you bring up my dear dad, you're done. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. Upon returning them, she noticed a fearful look on the old man's wrinkled face. His hands were still on the machine, repositioning it in the center of the tables, eyes wide with fright. Don't you get it? He represents favor. He failed at his mission, and he failed me with his death. Until I redeem him, you keep his name off your lips. Do you understand? Yes, sister. Forgive me. Father Isaac bowed but knew better than to look up at that moment. May go now. Elsa waved him out of the room and returned to the machine. She looked down at it, a smile of satisfaction stretching her cheek muscles, and ran a finger along the length of the longest middle portion. We have our redemption soon, Dad. She whispered. Soon. Hi everyone. This is AmberAnkNA 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!